Trail cam Dan, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee? Trail cam Dan, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee? Welcome back, welcome back. It's Ration X MRE 24-hour ration pack menu 1, part 2. Part 1 we tried the all day breakfast hot. Beautiful. Was it really? No. And we tried beans and sausages. Was that beautiful? It was just like you get out of a can. Nothing special at all. So we've got the exciting things to try now. Oh, and we tried some cake, which was very dry. Some exciting things. Now, a few things to say first. Reading the comments from part 1. Firstly, there was someone who actually packs this stuff, or used to pack this stuff. And it's expensive because the packing process is not as simple as you might think. They have to make sure these are 100% leak proof. They're not going to split in a soldier's bag, for example. So it's not just like a straightforward conveyor machine like, I don't know, Heinz beans or something. So that was his take on it. I've also had some people saying they're exactly the same as you get in army ration packs. No difference whatsoever. All it is there's a company called Ration X who've come along, taken bits out and put it into a big white bag and charged a lot more money for it. Thirdly, as of now, the price, I looked it up the other night, is £29.50 for this. I didn't pay that, but I think I might have paid 28, I'm not sure. And apparently somebody else said it's exactly the same as an army ration pack, and they're about 20 quid, they're a lot cheaper. So, just a few things to fill you in on there. I did save a couple of comments I wanted to run through. The last one is important. What was this? Dan, this is from Neil H. Dan, my experience eating ration packs in army, you should save the tissues. Save the tissues when you have to go to the toilet. Get more use out of it. I can imagine in the army that is probably a very good idea. So yes, I'm not going to use any more of them. I'm saving them for when I go to the toilet. I'll film it later. I'll let you know if they're any good for that purpose. I've got to tell them everything, Mazzy. And then the big one, which is really going to affect this video, is from System Skynet. Just read it 10 minutes ago. Top tip, you only need to cook them for a few minutes. Well, I knew that. They're already cooked, you're just warming them up. But tomorrow, i.e. now, eat them cold, straight from the pack. Pretend you're being proper stealthy. Well, I'm not going to eat them from the pack because I want people to be able to see what they look like. I'm going to be using my canteen. It's cost me £9.99 this. I didn't get it for nothing. But I will try them cold today. A little bit different. And today, we have got, for pudding, we've got a flapjack. We had one the other day which had chocolate chips on. We've still got some of them cracker things left, which are boring. Chocolate pudding and chocolate sauce. What that's going to be like cold, I don't know. But it can be eaten cold, so we're going to eat it cold. And for the main meal today, chicken curry with long-grained rice. Cold. Now, is it going to be a spicy chicken curry? A mild chicken curry? Well, that's entirely up to me. Because, come over here, Mazzy. We have got a mild, I think it's called a mild curry powder. We have got a chilli powder. And we have 2 hot sauces. We've also got, which I didn't see yesterday, a tomato sauce, but I'm not going to be needing that today. That should have been with the beans and sausage, if anything. So, interesting. So, shall we just get straight into this? We've also got the drinks ready. A selection of 4 drinks. So, we've got hot chocolate, we've got coffee, we've got tea, and we've got this protein drink powder, apple flavour. So, I'm going to have them last. At the back here, I have sorted everything out today, so all these are sugar. We've got 1 salt, 1 pepper, and 3 milk. I'm not going to be needing the milk. Another little thing I'm not happy about Why is the sugar... When I opened this, you see, there were a bit of moisture in there. I don't know how I'd got a bit of wet in there overnight. I don't know. But these are made out of paper. They're all made out of plastic. So they're fully waterproof. These are, if you get these wet, they're no good. Same with the milk, the salt and the pepper. Don't you think that's a bit odd? If you're in the army, you know, you're digging yourself through the undergrowth, through a massive tunnel, it's throwing it down, you're crawling through mud, and your sugar gets wet. You're not going to be happy, are you? No. You might be happy if you get at the other side alive, but you won't be happy that you've got wet sugar. So they need to be in plastic. I don't get that. Right, let's open this up. Chicken curry. We're going to try this in it because we haven't really got much pudding here. I'll save 2 of these for the pudding, I think. No, yeah, whatever. And I'm going to put this in 2 or 3 and try them hot and mild. I don't mean hot as in I'm going to heat it up. So I'm not going to heat it up.
Ugh.
Does it look edible, Mazzy? Are you going to try some of this?
No.
I've told you, you'll love it.
No way.
You won't eat this?
No.
Oh, Mazzy, it's right up your street.
Ugh.
It's got rice in it. Chicken curry. I don't know what more you want from life, really. Look at it. It's lovely. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Bit more in there. So, this is what you'd eat if you are one of them, a soldier, for example, and you're crawling through enemy lines.
Cheating.
Underneath the trenches and stuff, and you can't get your stove out and cook them hot. You can have them cold. And I was right about this colour. You know, if you're in the army and you have one of these and you don't throw your rubbish away in the litter bin,
Yeah.
because they have litter bins all along the front line apparently. It's so the enemy can't see them.
I thought that funny enough the other day.
I said it the other day.
Did you? Yeah. I was going to say it and I thought I'd sound stupid.
So we've got chicken curry. What are you thinking, Mazzy?
Ugh, gosh.
With rice, remember?
Are you going to spice it up?
Yeah. I'm just going to try and make it not look like something I would never eat in my life first. By getting rid of the shape of it for a start. I can't see any rice, I'll be honest. It's like it's all mushed up rice. Oh God. Right, so do we need a mild? Now what I'm finding weird is this is powder. Now you'd think you'd need this to be heated up for the powder to work.
No.
With the hot sauce I can understand because it's a liquid. No, so we're just going to pour this in there.
Should try it without it as well though. Remember as well. Without hot sauce.
Okay, well we'll put mild in here. I'm not going to put all that in because I haven't put much in there.
That looks a lot.
That does look a lot, but that's mild. This is quite a bit, so we're going to put in the hot. Oh, it's just called chili powder. It's turmeric by the look of it. Certainly turmeric colour.
Chili powder.
And we're going to add a hot sauce in there. Make this really hot. See if it's proper. They're not going to make it too hot, are they? Because you don't want your soldier out of action the next morning.
Not all together though.
Yeah, I'm making a proper big hot one. Going to mix it all together. It's not going to taste of anything now, is it?
You've got to try it without the spice first because that's going to destroy your taste buds.
Yeah, I will do. Just for you. This is going to take a bit of mixing.
Oh, it looks so...
Are you sure you don't want some?
No, thank you.
It's starting to look nice now though, isn't it? It's like baby food. I need to somehow... I don't know how I'm going to do this.
You have to improvise. You're in the wild.
I am in the wild, as you can see from my background. Okay, happy with that. So it now looks like chicken and sweet corn and salmon paste. So, let's start by trying it straight out of the bag, shall we? It ain't gonna need much, trust me. I think it's gonna be alright. But how am I gonna have that now without having I'm gonna have to use my hand. Improvise, yeah?
Got wipes.
No, I'll just use my finger. I don't care. I mean, wild.
Use an old sachet.
Wild. Right, that's really nice. Big lump of chicken in that. I cannot see any rice. I can taste it, but it is pretty much mushed rice. You can sort of see grains in there, but not very. You know when you get a pot noodle rice? It's a bit like that. Right, let's now go in for this one, which is the non-hot one. This is mild. So you'd expect that? Would you expect this to be a bit spicier than that?
I would have thought so, yeah. Certainly different.
Right, what that's done. Oh yeah. Right, so originally it's like chicken curry with long grain rice, 0 heat. Right? With that, it's got a bit of a kick. It's nice. And because that is a powder, the powder texture to it is actually adding to it. It's really nice. It's like a bit like the bottom of a pot. I keep coming back to pot noodle, don't I? It's like the bottom of a pot noodle, you know, the powdery
bit you ain't
bit
stirred,
you miss.
yeah.
It's a bit like that. I like that. Right, in for the hot. Supposedly, it won't be hot. Not for me. Okay. I'm surprised to give that to soldiers.
You'll need 2 packs of them.
That's where these come in. That's got a kick. But I have put almost a full thing in just a bit of it and a hot sauce. But that's got a right kick. I'm liking that. I'm going to have another piece. That's at the back of my throat, that. It's nice. There was no need to heat this up. It didn't need it. I'm going to start doing a bit of both in future if I do any more of these, which I'm hoping to. 'Cause we've got a lot of views on the first part 1 of this. I'm doubting we'll have as many on part 2, but thank you for watching. Right, this is going to be interesting. Chocolate pudding and chocolate sauce, cold. Oh. Okay. Oh, do you want some, Mazzy?
No. But it looks more appetising out of it all.
Well, I'm not seeing any sauce.
That's a lot. You don't need all that, do you?
Well, I need to get some. I was looking for some sauce, but there ain't any.
I think that's it on the outside.
Are you sure?
I'm sure once it's heated, it will kind of melt it into a gooey mess.
Again, I've no longer got a fork. I need to go wash that in trenches, but I'll do it later. I'll just use my hands.
You have to lick it.
I'll just use my fingers. I mean, wild. This is war, man. War. I need some sauce. So that... It's got an aftertaste.
Is that all how you can explain it?
I was going to say it's exactly the same as the one I had the other day.
Just
the cake.
moisture.
But this is a lot moister,
yeah.
and it has got an aftertaste of more like, I want to say cocoa, more like proper chocolate than the chocolate cake. I think if I'd have gone to the effort of warming that up, I'd have been disappointed at waiting all that time when you can just have it like that. That's better. I'll tell you what, them 2 meals are far better than what I had yesterday. Thumbs up. We've already tried the crackers, haven't we? I was hoping, this is why I was looking through these carefully to see if there was some kind of cheese sauce or something to dip these in. There really isn't. just a cracker. Really disappointing. You know, I suppose you could put a bit of curry on it.
I wonder if that'd go gooey if that was heated, the curry. I
It'd
wonder
go
if it'd look like
more
that.
liquider.
Yeah.
Surely. It would go liquider. I haven't tried the salt and pepper. What's the point? We all know what salt and pepper are. Mazzy made me laugh. She says she looked at after part 1 the other day. She says, "I won't pay more than $4.99 for that. In fact, I bet you could make it for £2."
Because the first 2 meals came to the size of maybe a tin, 1 tin of cheap sausage and beans from Tesco's.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you could get all these bits from McDonald's, you said, didn't you?
I said go to McDonald's, get
Free sugar
those
and
bits, yeah. And then half of this you don't even need anyway.
No. Right, I have to try the flapjacks. We haven't tried this one, but the other day I loved it, didn't I?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Again, bang on. Go on, try that. That's lovely.
No, I'm not. I'm fine. Thank you, darling.
Roti flapjack, they're really good. If someone came over to your house, an old grandma, and give you some of that in a square and said, "I've just been cooking," you'd think they had. That's really nice.
Is it moist or
Yeah,
dry?
it's moist.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Right, what else have we got? We've done as sauces. We're not doing tomato. We have got some chewing gum, which is just going to be the little squares, isn't it? Surely. Yeah. Extras. Wrigley's Extras, but a cheap brand. Probably Lidl.
See if it's hot. Is it chewy? Can you make bubbles with it? Is it bubble gum or chewing gum?
It's spearmint flavour, you know, the milder one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wet wipes, so we had 2 of them. And we've got as water purification tablets, which we don't need. The scourer works very well, as you saw at the end of the last video, because Mazzy made me wash up. The sweets, let's try one of them. And then we'll go on to these drinks, yeah? Right, if I'm a soldier, I'm not eating that. Firstly, the outside of it just tastes like plastic. It's like, I'll tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like it's still in the packet and you can just taste it through the packaging. It tastes like plastic and it's very, very hard. Now, if you're a soldier and you're in armed combat, yeah, you get through defence line, you've got Ivor over there and he comes at you with a sharp-ended rifle-y stabby thing, yeah? And you get it out of his hands and throw it on the floor and you end up wrestling with your hands. You don't want one of them in your mouth. You'll crack your teeth. So no, I won't touch them if I were in army. Right, drinks. Let's get on to them. Drinks. Right, I really need a drink right now. A cold drink to get this hot taste out of my mouth so that I can taste them. But we've just used a normal kettle. Now, if you are a soldier, I don't know, your sergeant's probably going to say you're just going up front line. Right, you can take one personal thing with you to remind you of home or something, and everyone will take a little picture of the family. Take a kettle. That reminds me of Mazzy. Just take a kettle. It'll come in really handy for situations like this. Right. Tea bag. Standard tea bag. I'll have a look at this while I'm pouring it. Oh, it hasn't even got a make, has it? So we don't know what make this is, so I'm going to have to tell you what I think they taste like. Are they Tetleys? Are they posh? Are they Earl Greys? Are they green teas? I'll let you know. We've got instant coffee. Again, I'm going to have to tell you if it's a cheap brand or a good brand. I'll know. I know my coffee. I've had a few in my time. Right, I'm telling you now, that's going to be a cheap one. You can tell by its size at grains, size and colour.
Yeah. It's not quite enough either, is it?
Now this one does tell you what it is. It's a Polder Mill Distinctive Heritage Taste Traditional Hot Chocolate. Now one of our viewers said they've had this and it's very nice.
It smelled nice.
So I've put that in there. They said you don't need sugar, but I've actually put 1 sugar in already. So I poured that yesterday, was it, or the day before?
Yesterday.
And so this is a protein drink apple powder flavour. Well, not apple powder flavour, but it's powdered apple flavour.
Do you need it all?
Yeah, 500 apparently. I'm just going on what Frankie said. He said for 500 mils for one of these. It says on here 350 to 400 mils. So do we believe Frankie as friend, or do we believe the company who made them, who've done tests, vigorous tests through thousands of soldiers all around the world?
Frankie's done a lot of camping. He knows his stuff.
Right. Ooh. It smells like
Sherbet.
Angel Delight.
We both
Angel
said
Delight.
two different things there.
Sherbet Angel Delight. It doesn't smell like I expected it to. Okay, how's that going to mix in then? I was expecting something that would fizz. It doesn't look like it's going to fizz. So let's get that in. Right, Mazzy has said you can only use what comes in the ration pack for these meals, apart from the kettle.
You haven't
Sergeant said I could have
poured
that.
your water on these two.
Oh no, I forgot, didn't I? So I need to pour the water in my coffee. Now I do have my coffee black, so I don't need to try the milk. And the hot chocolate. Okay, and because I'm improvising and I haven't washed my spoon yet, let's be honest, if you're in the army, I keep going on to army, don't I? If you're in the forces and you have eaten your main meal and you need a spoon to stir it, you're not going to go wash your spoon up, are you? You're just going to go lick it clean and use it. Personally, I'm going to use the bag. I thought this might be quite clever. Now, I thought that were going to be stiff and it's not, so this is a bad idea already. Yeah, I'm going to use that to stir the tea. And the coffee. Oh, I don't know if that's working, Mazzy.
You might have wanted to have started with your cold drink first.
Oh, and my chocolate. Oh, this is useless. I need something harder than that.
Lick your spoon.
I don't want to lick my spoon. I'm in the army. I'm in the army, man. You can get that hard bit out. That'll do nicely. Come on, soldier. Your life depends on it. Can you stir a coffee or not?
Double it up.
Well, I could, but it is actually touching the bottom now, which is the main thing. I don't want any granules on the bottom, especially with that chocolate. Yeah, that's a bit better. And now this is all in bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this going to work? Not really.
It is.
Okay, we're getting there.
Oh, that looks horrible.
I bet it's really nice though. I bet it's refreshing.
I feel like that's a lot of powder for one drink.
It's full of energy.
Is it?
Yeah. Mazzy, you're in Kosovo, on front line. It's 35 degrees. You need something refreshing. Right, I can't get alt powder. Can't be bothered. Never mind, let's give it a go. Firstly, it tastes like banana.
Does it?
Not apple. I am sure that is... Where's the thing for it? That says apple. That tastes like banana, I'm telling you now. Secondly, it just tastes like someone's dropped a banana in a puddle and put it in a glass. That is rank.
Oh.
That is not good. I suppose, you know, if you're thirsty, it'll do the job. And it's better than water, but not for me. I'd have preferred a fizzy drinks. I've had MREs with fizzy drinks in them, I'm sure I have. What I used to do when I went camping is buy them tubes with the little capsule, you call them like tablets in them, and put them in drinks and the fizzed up.
The
they
fizzy
were lovely.
vitamins.
Yeah, like
a vitamin
things,
C,
yeah.
aren't
really
they?
nice, good for camping and small. So I'd suggest them. Right, let's go on to. These are going to be a bit hot, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's try the tea. Right, I didn't put any sugar in it. I have sugar, and I didn't in my coffee neither, did I? It's a cheap tea. A cheap tea. PG tipsy. Something like that. No, it's not. It's Aldi. It's Aldi. Aldi own brand. It's tea. It's alright. It's hard for me to say when it hasn't got me sugar in. You know, to compare it to what I'm used to. Coffee. Let's go for this. That is the... You know when you get a bucket for £2?
From Aldi.
From Aldi. A bucket for £2. It's that stuff. Yeah. It actually tastes milky. And there's no milk in it. It's not good. It's not good. Come on, give your soldiers some Nescafe. Right, hot chocolate. Someone said this is good. I've got sugar in this, so I'm hopeful. All brought up right. Weak.
Watery, is it?
It's weak. Maybe I haven't got all the stuff out the bottom, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
alright, but that ain't a good hot chocolate. So drinks wise, let me rate these from bad to baddest. I think we've got... Oh, this is hard. In that order. So that is drinkable.
What's that?
The tea.
Yeah.
We don't mind the tea. The hot chocolate, drinkable.
Ooh.
The coffee, yeah. It's one of them, you know, if you do make a new friend, right, as a couple, and you go to your friend's house and they make you a coffee, for the first time in the house, and you have a coffee and you sit down and stuff, and then you go, you won't go back. If that's the coffee they're serving, you won't go back for a coffee again. Not very good. And the banana puddle juice. That's disgusting. Right, let's give me overall impressions of the Ration X 24-hour ration pack menu 1. Ration X, as a company who make these, I will not buy another 24-hour ration pack from them. £29.50 on Amazon at the moment, complete and utter rip-off for what you get. I got this thinking it was going to be like a luxury one compared to the army ones. It's pretty much the same thing, and this is menu 1, and I've had a look. Menu 2, menu 3, menu 4, you still get sausage and beans in every one of them, or all day breakfast in every one of them, or chicken curry in every... They're just swapping and changing little bits. Not happy with the price, not happy with the company, but they do self-heating ones. I wouldn't mind trying one of them, but I'm not buying one. If Ration X want to send me one, I will give an honest review, and you might get some better scores next time.
£30 to eat for a day is quite... You could eat out and have a hotel room and get bread and breakfast, couldn't
And
you?
fish and chips.
Yeah.
You go to disco and you bus fare home and everything.
Yeah. That's a lot of money for one day.
Yeah, the food quality, the all-day breakfast was very poor. Hardly anything in it. Compared to an all-day breakfast tin of what you can get. The beans and sausages, again, cheap, rubbish. A bit sweet. When they're sweet, you know it's a rubbish brand. The chicken curry looked disgusting, but actually tasted quite nice. I enjoyed that. I would eat that. The puddings, terrible. No, they weren't. They were hardly edible. The flapjacks were beautiful. That was the best part of the ration.
Crackers.
The crackers are a laugh. Why they haven't just put a little thing with cheese spread or something in so you can enjoy that with
Bit
it.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter, jam,
Jelly,
something like
yeah,
that.
or anything, yeah.
That really spoiled it. You might as well not put the crackers in. Or if you're going to put crackers, put tasty crackers in. Cardboard.
build yourself a fort with them, though, couldn't you?
Terrible. The drinks, well, what do we say? Well, we've just talked about the drinks. Rubbish. Rubbisher. Really rubbish. Not even a drink. Puddle.
So, do you feel like you're getting value for money? Do you
No.
feel like you've got enough food for 24 hours?
I couldn't live on that for 24 hours.
So, what would you add if you could add one item to it? Maybe 2 items. What would you add? What would you?
Fish and chips and a doner kebab. It'd come in handy. Well, as I say, some peanut butter, jam, something like that. I don't know. I would not have beans and sausage in the same one as an all-day breakfast because it's pretty much the same thing.
It was, yeah.
I'm not happy with
Yeah.
that. They should have had... I'll tell you what should have been for the starter in the morning. Well, beans and sausage isn't a main for a lunch, is it?
No.
That's rubbish.
Yeah.
If you're going to have all-day breakfast then you need another main meal, proper main meal, not sausage and beans.
They do have a variety, though, so you've got to give it to them.
Yeah. But as far as these things go, I'm not giving up on this. I'm not going to spend £29.50 on one from England again. I won't do that. I've learnt my lesson.
It's a gimmick.
It's a bit of a gimmick. I do want to try some of the English Army ones on here. I want to try them from all over the world. But it comes down to money at the end of the day. They're not cheap. I'm not going to be buying these every day. But I'll try and do one a month, 2 a month.
Maybe
see how we get
if
on.
somebody would like to send you one, they could get in
Yeah,
contact.
everyone just send me loads of food.
No, if they'd like to
Send
send
me your
you
food.
something, then get in contact and Dan will sort out
I
the
think
address.
it's interesting. I think people... I know there's other channels do this stuff, but I do it my way. And whether you like it or not, it's up to you. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to... Oh, I said I'd take him to the toilet, didn't I? Come on. Let's go see how this performs. No, too thin. Too thin, that's rubbish as well. Trail cam Dan, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee? Trail cam Dan, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee?